guys, and welcome back to my podcast where we talk about all things weight loss. On this specific episode, I have Amber. I'll put her info right here. We had so much to chat about, just like every single week. I love doing these podcasts because everyone has their own story and it never gets old, and we can be talking about the same question and it's different for everyone. But anyways, we talked about so many different things. We talked about the pain after surgery, right? And the experience of waking up in the hospital and how that was for us. We talked about what our meal plans look like. She's about 9 months post-op now, and I am 13 months post-op. So we're pretty close, not that far away, but basically, but it is still different from 9 to 13 months post-op. So we kind of share about that. We talked about how happy we are with our decision, and so much more, you guys. If you haven't yet, download the Anchor app and you can listen to this on there. You can look me up at Body, Mind, and Soul, VSG, or you can watch it here on YouTube in a video form. So if you guys are interested, then please keep on watching. So let's get started. Are you excited?
Yes. Are you?
Yes. I love doing this. Honestly, it's so fun, and I love talking to different people because everyone has a different story. You know what I mean?
Yeah, everyone's different.
Yeah.
Definitely.
So first, thank you for being on. I just want to start with, just tell us a little bit about yourself, whatever you want to share to begin.
Okay. My name is Amber. I'm from Pennsylvania. I had the vertical sleeve gastrectomy surgery December 16th, 2019. So
Yeah.
almost 9 months ago.
Yeah. Time flies, huh?
Yes.
I know. My sister was over really quick and we were talking about like the holidays are already around the corner.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Like what? That's so crazy. So December, so you're 9 months. How are you feeling being 9 months?
It feels good. I feel a lot better. Definitely a lot better.
Yeah, it's so crazy, huh? How everything is.
Mm-hmm.
Do you mind, like, I mean, you don't have to, but do you mind sharing like your stats, like how much you've lost?
Sure.
If you're comfy with it.
So when I first started, my first doctor's appointment, I was 297.
Okay.
And then the day of surgery, I actually gained. So I was 302 the day of surgery.
Okay.
And now I'm 224.
Awesome.
Yeah.
How was your doctor when you gained? My doctor was so strict. He was really strict.
Yeah, I was watching your video and you said that you couldn't gain anything.
No, he literally told me if I gained weight, like day of surgery, if I came in and I was 1 pound, because my original weight was 304. And he's like, if you're 305 day of surgery, like we're canceling. And I was like, what do you mean? And he was like, if you're 305, we're going to cancel. Like it is what it is. And I was like, what?
Just 1 pound?
Yes. He's like, you can't gain at all. So that's why I like listening to other people, because it's different across the board. Because when someone asks me something, I'm like, this is just my experience. You know?
I've heard a lot of people say that like they couldn't gain like anything, and that's why I was scared, because they was like you shouldn't be gaining too much, or depending on the insurance they'll cancel it. But when I stepped on the scale, I thought I lost 10 pounds from my liquid diet.
Yeah.
But I guess I didn't. I gained 5 pounds.
Yeah. So did you have to do classes beforehand or no?
Yeah.
Yeah. How long?
3 months of classes.
Okay. Were they helpful for you?
Yeah, I didn't really want to do them, but they were definitely helpful.
Yeah, because I had to do 6 months, and I remember going through them. They changed it. We were the last class for 6 months, and then they changed it to 3 months. But I remember doing it. It was once a week, and I remember doing it, and I was complaining every single week. I was like, ugh. It was 2 hours long. How long were yours? Yeah, it was crazy.
I think they were like an hour, but they weren't like every week.
Were they strict? Like about attendance?
They did say that if you miss, that they might start you over, but I don't know. I never missed the class.
Yeah, I know. And I found them really helpful now that I'm, post-op and stuff. I'm like, thank God I went, because there's so much stuff that I learned in that class to help me,
Definitely.
Of course you don't want to go. You're like, ugh, it's so annoying. But yeah, we had to do it once a week, and they were really strict. If we missed, I think it was 3, they made us restart. Oh. And I was like, and a lot of people missed, and a lot of people got dropped. And I was like, oh my God.
Are you serious?
Yeah, it was crazy.
I would be so mad if I got dropped.
No, me too. I wouldn't miss, because I was like, if I do have an emergency, I need to have those, 3 days or whatever. I think it was 3 days that I could miss. But
Yeah.
What were the topics in your guys' class? Like, what'd you guys talk about?
We talked about, I feel like a lot of talking about eating and portion size.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was very helpful. In the beginning, I really just wanted to get the surgery and be done with it, but the classes definitely helped.
I know, me too. Was this surgery something you thought about for a while, or was it just random?
It was random. How about
Really?
you?
For me, it was like, it's so funny because I've said it like years ago. I would always be like, I would never get weight loss surgery. That was me always. I would always say that. And it wasn't that I looked down on people that got it, but I didn't really know people that got it or people that were open about it. I just was like, I would never do that, you know? And then I asked my husband the other day and he's like, you brought it up for like 2 years. Like you would just kind of throw it out there and then like you wouldn't bring it up again. So then I wouldn't say anything. And then I remember I was like, I'm going to make an appointment just to talk about it with my doctor. And then I made my appointment and the whole process started. So
wow.
yeah.
That's crazy. That kind of happened with me. I know like doctors suggested you should get weight loss surgery. And I was like, I'm not.
So they brought it up to you?
Yeah, because when I went to go get like weight loss pills, they were like, you should try to get the surgery instead. And I was like, I'm not getting no surgery.
Like, no, yeah.
Yeah.
So then
I saw a girl.
What made you change your mind?
I saw a girl on Instagram that in my area. Yeah. And she posted her her 1 year progress. And I was like, I messaged her and I was like, oh, I need this.
Yeah, I know. And my doctor actually brought up for me to get the bypass. He wanted me to do bypass. And he said, because he's like, you have a lot of weight to lose. I'm 5'4". How tall are you?
I'm 5'6", 5'7".
Yeah, so I'm 5'4", and he's like, you have a lot of weight to lose, but I didn't want to do the bypass. Like, for some reason, I was stuck on the sleeve. Just for me, you know, I know it's different for everyone, but going in the classes, I thought sleeve, 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 and then it was weird because with us, I didn't meet my surgeon until after my classes. Yeah, so the whole time I was like sleeve, 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 and then I have my appointment, and he's like, I would recommend the bypass, and I was like, what? Like it just, you know, hit me in the face. And then he's like, but I'll do whatever one you want. I'm just recommending it. And I asked him why. And he said, because I have a lot of weight to lose and people usually lose more weight with the bypass. And then supposedly keeping the weight off is a greater chance with the bypass. But I don't know. We'll see. We'll see.
Yeah, I've heard that the bypass, you lose more weight, but I've seen plenty of people lose a lot of weight with the sleeve.
Yeah. And I feel like, I don't know, maybe I'm wrong, but I feel like the sleeve is a little more popular right now. You know, I do follow a lot of people that got the bypass, but the sleeve, it's just more popular. I think it's newer, obviously.
Yeah.
But it's more popular right now. So, and I'm fine. I love it.
That's good. That's important. Yes, it does seem like that's more the route people go. I feel like the sleeve is more how do you say it? Like the bypass was more popular years ago. Yeah.
It was first, I was reading on it, and I don't know if you have read on it, but the way they figured out the sleeve was there was like some people, I guess, so before with the bypass, they used to do both things. They used to cut the stomach and reroute. Did you read that? Have you read that? So they used to do both. They used to do what we got, right? They cut the actual tummy and they would reroute it. But I'm like, why would they cut the stomach and reroute? That makes no sense. Yeah. But so I guess it was happening where, I don't know, like, I don't know if this is true or not. This is just what I read, that they were doing they did the sleeve first. And then for some reason they didn't finish. I don't know if like the person was under too long or whatever. But then they were supposed to return for the rest of it. But then they realized that they were losing weight with just the cutting of the stomach part.
Oh,
you know what I'm saying? Okay. Like,
no, I get it.
Halfway, and then they left and they didn't come back, and they were like, wait, we're losing weight still.
Got it. So that's how they came up with
it. True, but that's what I read. And I was like,
it sounds good.
I'm like, that's kind of crazy, huh?
Yeah.
Because it's still new. I think it's like, do you know how many years it's been since it's a pretty new surgery?
It's like
the
10-ish years.
Yeah, I know. I'm like, we're kind of like the first I don't know, experiment with it when you think about it, you know? Surgery. It's crazy. Let's see. Yeah, it's pretty new. Yeah, it's newer. Wait. Whatever, I can't find it. But yeah, I know that it's not that old. I know it's not more than like 15 years or something like that.
Now, did you think about lap band? I definitely did not want the lap band.
Well, actually, I have Kaiser, and they don't do the lap band anymore.
Oh, okay.
It was an option. And in my book, I have my book somewhere. Oh, I don't know where it's at. But in my book, it had bypass, lap band, and sleeve. And when we got our package, they crossed off lap band. And they're like, we no longer do that. And they're like, why is it in there? Because, so they recently stopped doing it. And they said there was a lot of complications with it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and people, I've known a lot of people that got the lap band and had to go back and do another surgery, you know?
And do like a revision, right?
Yeah, because it's literally a band, right? Like it's around your stomach.
Yeah, it looks a little scary to me.
Yeah, no, they didn't even give me that option. They said that they don't do that anymore. So I was like, okay, you know, but I didn't even think about that. But it was because I followed people on Instagram with the sleeve. I think that's what influenced me. And then, you know, I started following more people. And I was like, you know what? I think it's gonna work. You know what I mean?
Yes.
I know. And time flies by so fast. Like mine, I'm 13 months post-op. So I got mine August of last year. And like when people message me all the time, because you know, with COVID and stuff, a lot of people's appointments or surgeries got pushed back.
Yeah.
And I can't imagine, but they always tell me like, what do I do? And I'm like, I promise you, I know you don't want to hear this, but time goes by so fast. Like it took me 10 months to get my surgery. How long did it take you?
Really?
Yeah.
It took 3 months.
Yeah.
Like, 3 to 4 months.
Yeah, mine took 10 months because
Why did it take so long?
I did my 6 months classes, and then once I was done, they were like, we'll call you when we can set up an appointment, and then 4 months passed.
Oh, so you had to wait for them.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And then did you have to wait? How long did you have to wait for your insurance to approve it?
It was like one of the last steps. And honestly, for me, I wasn't that stressed out about it for some reason, but I do hear stories of people's not getting approved. But for me, like I met all the, you know, the qualifications or whatever that you needed to meet. So I wasn't worried about it, but it was like one of the last steps. I remember. Yeah, because they said you can do all these classes and then not get approved. And I was kind of like, what? But I didn't really want to think negative, you know? But everyone that was in my class, no, not everyone that got it. There was a good maybe 20 people, and I think maybe 15 of us like went through with it, and the other 5 didn't.
Yeah, so people in my class, I just felt like they were just not taking it like super serious.
Yeah.
They were like, so are you gonna get it? So are you gonna get it? And I'm like, that's why I'm here.
That's why I'm here. Yeah. So were there people that didn't get it? Do you know?
I don't know who got it. Like I have no clue.
Yeah, we made a Facebook page right before like it ended, just to kind of keep track, and I still have it on Facebook, so that's how I know. But I know there's a couple that didn't do it, and I wonder how they feel, because and they're still on it. They didn't delete it, and I see them on there. Yeah, so I'm like, you know, fear, number one, right? That's the number one reason why people don't do it, or like people like family have their opinion, right? And then they don't do it or whatever. But imagine them seeing like us losing weight. I would feel horrible. I would be like,
yeah, and you went through all of that to just not.
Yeah, and you have to choose. I think you have to make your choice. Like you have a whole year from the last class. You have a whole year to make your choice of doing it.
Okay.
Yeah. So I guess it recently. No. Yeah. It was in October. When did it end? I don't remember. But that time is up. So I don't know if maybe they're still waiting for the surgery date because COVID and stuff. I have no idea. But yeah, I can't imagine going through all that and then being like, nah, never mind.
Yeah.
Heck no, it's too much time.
That's a lot of
I know. So people were asking your hospital experience. How was it for you? I know it's different for everyone.
Like after surgery?
Yeah, like when you woke up, how were you? First day?
I was sleeping a lot. Yeah. I see a lot of people like in their videos, they're up, they're moving. I mean, I got up, but I was like sleeping a lot.
Yeah. Were you nauseous?
No, not really.
See, you see, that's amazing because I was nauseous and I was throwing up the entire first day.
Are
So
you serious?
see, yeah, that's why, like, that's what I'm saying. I love these videos because then someone watches and they'll be like, well, I'm like, I'm her, not her, you know? Yeah, I was throwing up the whole day. I got my surgery really early. I think it was like, I don't remember, 7, 8, I don't know. I just know I had to be there early. And I woke up. It took me a while to get up, like wake up. But then when I woke up, I was literally throwing up all day. Like I couldn't even they didn't even care about me keeping liquids down. They didn't care about me walking. Like they were like, huh?
Weren't you in the hospital longer for dehydration?
Yeah, but I went back. I went back a week, like maybe like 8, 9 days later. I had to go back and they kept me for 5 more days.
Yes, I remember you talking about that. That's crazy.
Yeah, I know. And then they made me be on liquids for 6 weeks. Yes.
4 weeks?
Like 6 weeks in total from the day of surgery.
Wow.
Yeah, and that's why, like, because my first month I lost 30, I think it was 30 pounds. And people were like, how did you lose so much weight? I was like, I was only drinking. I wasn't eating at all, and it wasn't by choice. And I was really strict. Like with what my doctors told me, I followed. Like I did not try to cheat or anything because I just didn't. I didn't see the point in it, you know. Now not that I cheat, but no, like being real, like yesterday I ate hot Cheetos. Should I have done that? Absolutely not. And now like, and I don't know about, and we can talk about it with you, but like your restriction at 9 months, how do you feel? Do you feel like you have a super, like it's still really restricted when you eat?
No, not really.
It changes.
Yeah, a few bites and I'm good, but some things I can eat.
Mm-hmm.
Like the one day I ate like a whole bag of popcorn without even thinking about it.
Popcorn is the devil.
Yeah.
Because I can eat popcorn and I don't get full at all. Like at all.
Yeah, it's like nonstop.
Yes, and you're not the first person that says that. Who was it? Someone else. Yeah, I know. Like Leslie eats popcorn too now, and like and she was saying she could eat a lot. She's like, I have to measure it out because if I don't, I'll eat a lot. And then other people, but I'm like, why? Like I don't know. I can eat a lot of it.
It's weird, and anything like popcorn, chips, I can go in. Like if it's regular food, I'm full in 3 bites.
Yes. If you eat food, it's like you're like, oh, there's a restriction. But when you're eating snack, you're like, where's the restriction?
Restriction who?
Yep. And that's what I'm saying. I remember in the classes, they were like, snacking is how people gain their weight back. So when I'm sitting there chilling, watching a movie, I'm like, this is what they were talking about. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, it's so stressful. Yeah, because I remember, and I was telling someone the other day on the DMs, I was like, I remember 6 months to 9 months to 12 months, like it changed a lot for me. It was really dramatic for me because I remember at 6 months not really being able to eat a lot, and like now 13 months, yeah, now it's like game time. Now it's like it's me, it's my choices because I've eaten pizza. I haven't experienced any type of dumping syndrome. Have you?
I don't really know.
Yeah, like what is it?
Yeah, like what is dumping? Like I feel like I get a stomach ache and stuff, but I don't ever throw up. Like I don't ever throw up.
Yeah, I know. See? And that's like a stomach ache. Like, yeah, I've gotten a stomach ache, but nothing where I only threw up once since surgery, and it was I drank water too fast. But that was like maybe 2 months post-op, and it
was early.
Yeah, and I like drank too fast, and immediately I knew like, oh no, and I threw up, but it was water. It wasn't like food.
Yeah, it was.
That's the only time.
Wow, that's crazy because like you said, everyone's story is different.
Yep.
And I hear people throwing up or making themselves throw up.
That's what I was so scared of. That was my biggest fear, honestly. Obviously, death was my biggest fear, even though it was like a tiny %, right?
Yeah.
But the second thing was I was like, what if I have dumping syndrome like every day? Like that was really scared about it. I was. And now I'm kind of like I've said it in a million of my videos, I'm like, I don't know if it's a blessing or a curse that I don't have dumping syndrome, because sometimes like I remember when I first ate hot Cheetos, I was like, please throw up. Like, please make me sick. make me sick, you know? Because I did not want to.
I was the same way. I was like, I hope that like certain things, like my favorite stuff makes me sick. Yeah. And then I tried and I'm like,
like what have you eaten that you wish would have made you sick?
Any type of chips. Like
I
I
love
feel like
chips.
I love chips more now. But chips, pizza, like you said, just anything that I loved, it does not make me sick. Nothing makes me sick.
And I think it was like they were just like scaring us because I was terrified. Like in the classes, they were like, you're not gonna be able to eat this, you're not gonna be able to eat that, and you know, whatever. And I was like, oh, it's really about to change, you know? And now I'm like, not that they were lying, but no, it doesn't make me sick. You know, but like you said, it could be different. Someone else is, they eat a handful of hot Cheetos and forget it. They're gonna be throwing up all day, you know? So, and that's why, like I say in my videos, like, don't just, because I'm eating hot Cheetos doesn't mean don't eat them, you know?
Exactly.
No.
I do feel like they were exaggerating
Oh,
just a bit, but like you said, maybe other people experience that, but I have not experienced any of that. Like,
see, I know. And like I'm saying, I wish sometimes because now I'm like, I know I can have pizza. I know I can have regular ice cream, which it's not bad, right? Now it's like I'm saying, like now for me, it's trying to use all the skills that I learned in the year and being like, all right, Paulina, your year is up and now it's life. Like now it's, you know, so that's the scary part for me.
I can't believe you're a year. That's amazing.
I can't either. Like I literally can't. When I hit the 12 months, I was like, and now it's crazy because now, you know how Instagram and Facebook, they give you your memories from a year ago. So now my memories are like my pictures that I was posting like 1 month post-op, 2 month post-op.
Oh, your after pictures?
Yeah. So it's so weird. Like I just posted one yesterday when I was down 30 pounds and I remember that day so clearly. Like it was,
I saw that picture.
yeah, we were going to a baseball game and I felt so good. Like that shirt, I think I still have it. It's like a 2X. And I remember I just felt so good. And I was gonna lose, I didn't know I was gonna lose 110 more pounds after that. Like that's insane.
That's crazy. So total, you're 140 pounds down.
Yeah, 140.
Wow.
I know. And people are like, because I met that at like 10 months post-op. Which
That's
is
great.
crazy. Yeah, like so people are like, was that since surgery? And I was like, well, I started like my pre-op diet like 2 weeks before surgery. So I went from 304 to 291. So day of surgery, I was 291.
Okay.
And today I'm 160, which is crazy. I've never been that in my.
Isn't it crazy to say? Like, I'm 160.
I remember being 199, right? Seeing the hundreds, and I was like, what? And now 160? Like, are you kidding me? Like, my driver's license says 150, and I lied about that, like, how many years ago? You know, like, like, what the heck?
Now you're living it.
Yeah, like, it's just weird to me still.
Wow. That's amazing.
I know. It's so crazy. And like people see me and they're like when people don't recognize me, but then I forget that I lost weight. So someone looks at me and I'm like something on my face, like what, you know? It's kind of uncomfortable. Have you experienced that? Like, do you feel uncomfortable like when you see someone you haven't seen in a long time? And they make like a big scene?
I haven't had like anyone make like a huge scene, but like people say stuff. They're like, "Oh my gosh, like what did you do?"
Yeah.
But since like everything, you know, I haven't seen a lot of people since the pandemic. People haven't really seen me. They just see like my Instagram posts.
That's true. Yeah, because we've been. How is it over there? Have you guys been like on quarantine since March? Also, I'm in California, so
yeah.
Yeah.
How about you?
Yeah, I mean, yeah, where I'm at, I'm about an hour from San Diego and LA. I'm like right in the middle. And it's pretty like things just like a week ago, we're able to eat inside of a restaurant now, things like that, but forever we couldn't. They were outside.
We just started that too, eating in the restaurant, like 25% capacity.
Yes. How about your movie theaters? Are they open?
I'm not sure.
Yeah, because like we're not, like I said, I'm in the middle of, I'm not a small city, but I'm smaller than San Diego and LA. So San Diego just opened up their movie theaters, 25%, like you said. But like where I'm at, they haven't opened.
Oh, okay. So it has to, the cases or something have to go down.
Yeah, and then LA just posted that Halloween is a no-go. Like you'll get fined if you we're no Halloween, like you can't go door to door. And I'm like, man, they're making decisions and we're a month out still. But I read that and I was like, oh my God, how depressing. I mean, I feel like Halloween was already kind of going down the drain.
Yeah.
Like, I remember when I was a kid and I would go out and there were so many kids out, and now like no one even comes to the door.
Yeah, everything this year is
Wild.
Yeah, it's done. Yeah.
I know. And we have the fires going on, like Oregon, Washington, and California.
I saw. How is that? Like, what's
It's bad. It's not by me, but like I was seeing pictures, like San Francisco is like what, maybe it's like 8 hours from me. You know, I'm in Southern California. And have you seen the pictures of like people driving on the San Francisco Bridge?
Yes.
It's scary. I can't imagine.
It looks like it's all orange.
I can't. It's so sad. Like, I'm like, how much more can like we handle? You know what I mean? Like, it's so sad. It's so depressing.
20 is a no-go.
But yeah. So anyways, I know. And actually so how has it been with you and like trying to stay on track and with COVID and stuff? Was it hard for you?
Like 2 months ago, it was hard because, you know, you're in the house.
Yeah.
And you're eating. Like, when you have nothing to do, you're going to eat.
Yep.
So I felt like I didn't gain any weight, but I felt like I was eating more. So I had to like get that under control. Yeah.
Yeah. Cause I know, like, I mean, it's tough. You know, some people were working from home. Some people weren't. Like, I'm working from home right now and it's driving me crazy. Like, I work with kids. I work for like an after school program. And right now it's like Zoom calls all day with the kids. Like, it's just so crazy. Yeah. And like, when we go back, we were supposed to go back in 2 weeks and now they pushed it back to like 2 more weeks. And I'm like, they're going to keep doing that.
Yeah, that's what it sounds like.
They're going to just keep moving it. So are schools open over there where you're at?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
Yeah, no, we're closed. Like all like San Diego, LA, like kids are not in school. They're all online.
Wow. That's a huge adjustment for you too.
Yes, because I'm home. And like today, I start my day super early because I work in the morning and then I help my brother with Zoom and all his things. He just started middle school. So he went from elementary to middle school and having 6 classes, and he goes on 6 different Zooms a day. It's ridiculous.
Wow.
It's ridiculous. It's so hard. And then I do mine with my kids, and I'm like, I went out early and I was like, oh, this is what the weather was like today, because I'm inside all day.
I had no clue because you're doing Zooms. Yeah.
Yeah. But I mean, it is what it is, you know, it's for the safety, and we'll see what happens.
So you're virtual. You haven't gone back at all this year.
Well, I did for a little bit. And then we went back online. So yeah, but it's just so hard getting into a routine when you're home. Mm-hmm. You know, and I try to buy like the healthiest stuff because like during the day, I don't have time to like, if I wanted to run to the store really quick, I don't have time. So I'm like, okay, I'm going to eat this yogurt, or I'm going to eat, like I had watermelon, like I cut up watermelon, you know? But it's hard. Like, especially when you're stressed out, you just want to eat chips. You just eat all this junk, you know?
And it's easy to eat.
Yeah. Well, someone's question was like, what do your like your meals look like in a day? Like, do you stick to like a pretty strict schedule? Or I know you're busy, so how is it hard for you?
I wasn't eating a lot before. Like I would do, what do you call it? The coffee with the
coffee.
Profi.
Yeah, that's how I say it. Dude, that's how I say it, because in the beginning I was telling my sister-in-law, I was like, is it Profi? Is it Profi?
Yeah, I was saying Profi.
Yeah, I heard someone say it and I was like, I'm going to go with that. I don't know. I don't know. I live. And what's
you're the main one who does it.
It's so good. I love it.
Mm-hmm.
It's my favorite. Do you drink it?
Yeah, that's what I have in the morning. The coffee with the protein shake. Before I was doing like granola bars, but now I started doing like chicken, green beans throughout the day. I mean, for a meal, and then have my snacks, trying to eat every 2 hours.
Yeah, see, I do that. I eat every 3 hours. And it's crazy because like I said, some people are like, nope, I only eat breakfast, lunch, and dinner. But with me, I get hungry now. I remember in the beginning, I wouldn't get hungry. I would have to like force myself to eat. Like, you know, my alarm would go off and I was like, I better eat. And now my stomach is like making a bunch of noises. Like, you need to eat.
Oh yeah, the noises is crazy.
Yeah, someone asked me the other day, I forget who it was, but someone messaged me and was like, please tell me your stomach like makes a lot of noise. And I'm like, it does. Does yours?
Yes, when I was setting up this video, my stomach was making noise. I was like, okay, stop.
I know. And she was like, it's so embarrassing. And I was like, I know. And I was like, and I don't know. Like, I haven't brought it up to my doctor because it's not that bad. But like, I don't know. It
sounds like growling.
Yeah, it does. Yeah, it's like making so much noise. And it's with anything. I haven't noticed it more with certain types of food. Even when I drink my coffee, I'm like, you know? Yeah.
Question for you.
What's that?
Do you follow like, I know some people say I stop eating at 7 p.m. Do you follow anything like that?
I don't. And like someone asked me the other day, like, are you going to go keto? I was like, no. Or someone like, honestly, like for me, even with like carbs and stuff, because I know some people are like, limit their carbs fully. I never have this entire time. And I don't know, like, do you focus on certain things?
Well, as far as the time, my nutritionist, she said, not to focus on not eating before a certain time. She said, she said, eat up until 2 hours before you go to bed.
Okay.
So I try to do that. But for carbs and stuff, I never know how many carbs I should be taking in or how many calories, because I don't have that many calories in a day.
Yeah, like maybe now, I'm going to be honest with you, I should probably start now, like tracking my food and really logging it, because I can eat a lot more now, like honestly. But for my whole journey up until now, I couldn't eat a lot. So I wasn't eating a lot of calories, you know? And like I said, carbs, I was just more mindful. For example, like I love protein bars. I love protein bars, right? But they're high in calories. There's protein bars that I eat that are like 250. And I'm like, crap, that's a lot, you know? Or like the Chobani yogurts, they're 200 also. They're so good. But think about it. If you have a protein bar and that yogurt, that's already 400 calories, right? So with me, I'm kind of just more mindful, like, okay, I had a protein bar. Now let me eat some watermelon, like for my second snack. You know what I mean? Because I know that if I eat both, it's 400 calories with just my snacks.
Yeah.
You know, and then with my coffee, it's 160 calories with the Premier. Do you do Premier with your coffee?
I do the Premier and the Quest.
How do you like the Quest? I've never tried the Quest.
I only did the salted caramel one. I like the salted caramel. I never tried any other flavor.
I've never tried it just because I love the Premier one with my coffees. And I'm that type of person that is like, if I love something, I don't want to change it. Because I'm gonna be so annoyed if I don't like it, you know? But yeah, I don't know. I've never been huge on counting calories, counting carbs, but maybe I should. And I actually only saw a nutritionist once after surgery, and I feel like I should now.
Yeah, I feel the same way. I definitely want to schedule appointments to make sure I'm doing like, you know, everything correctly.
Yeah. How are you feeling now? Like you've lost, so how much have you lost? You lost a lot.
I mean, 74.
Yeah. Do you stall? Have you stalled?
Not for like a whole month at a time, but actually, I don't remember, but I definitely stalled. I saw that you never stalled.
I know. I know. It's annoying. I know. And I hate saying it. Like I literally hate saying it because people write me and they're like, what did you do to break a stall? And I was kind of like, I guess I would consider myself at a stall now because like I didn't stall until I hit 160. I've stayed at 160. Well, right before I was 172 and I think there was like a week or two that I didn't lose weight. And then I did the, oh my gosh, what is it called? The pouch reset. I did the pouch reset and it got me from 172 to 160. And I've stayed at 160 for 3 months.
Wow.
But I think my body's comfy at 160. Honestly, if I didn't lose any more weight, I would be content. Because now I feel like it's just my loose skin on my stomach. If I was to take all that off, I would be so content with my body. Like I don't want skinny legs. I don't want, like I played soccer growing up, so I have I have muscular legs. I don't want to be super skinny. You know what I mean?
No, I definitely know what you mean. Do you ever thought about removing the skin?
Yes, I definitely want to get it removed 100%.
But I want to have kids soon. So trust me, I wake up and it's different every day. Like I'll have a day where I'm like, sorry, babe, I'm gonna get my skin removed. And then the next day I'm like, okay, no, we can have babies. And then the next day, it's like back and forth. Honestly, like but I just think about it, like, why would I get all that done and then get pregnant? And then, I don't know.
No. Yeah.
It's a struggle. Because it's like, it might take a while. I don't know how long it can take for me to get pregnant. Like, who knows, you know? And then, because right now what's happening to me is that people that are around my 13 months post-op, 14 months post-op, they're all getting their work done. And they look so good. And it's not like, I don't want to say I'm jealous, but I'm like, dang, because I can't even imagine, like, I fit into a size 6 jeans. Never in my life was
That's great.
It's insane to me. So I told my husband the other day, if I'm a 6, what the heck would I be if I didn't have my skin? Like, that's so weird.
You have loose skin on your thighs?
No, it's my stomach. It's my lower stomach. It's all my lower stomach. So like my arms, I mean, they're
your arms look good.
I have tiny arms. Like, but I work out. Like I've had my personal trainer since I was like 3 months post-op, and we weight train 5 days a week.
Oh, I'm jealous. Your arms look great.
Thank you. But like, I have loose skin. Like I have loose skin, but I would not get my arms done. It's just my stomach.
Okay.
Yeah, but that's a whole other thing. And like I'm saying, like I see so many people and I'm like, oh my gosh, should I do it? But then I'm like, no.
Yeah, everyone, like, it just looks so good, but it's when you're ready to do it.
And you look so different when you do it. Like I was seeing like someone's, who was it? Someone just went through it. Someone I follow. She lives in Palm Springs. I forgot her name on Instagram, but she just got like everything done. Like her arms, her stomach.
Oh, at one time?
Her boobs, like she got everything and she looks amazing. Like she looks so good, but that's so much pain. I'm such a baby. I was scared to get this surgery.
Yeah.
You know?
That's a lot at one time. I would be so scared.
I know. Do you think about that? Do you want eventually to do stuff too?
Yeah, definitely.
I know.
Definitely. I want to snatch waist.
I know. I can't even imagine. Like, you know, like I've been overweight my entire life. So even now, sometimes I look at myself and I think I'm too skinny because I'm 29. How old are you, if you don't mind me asking?
23.
Yeah, you're young and your skin is amazing.
Thank you.
Mine, like I'm light, like super light. Like my sister's like darker than me and she has such good skin. My skin, like I've always had super wrinkles under my eyes. And I lost weight and now I see it extreme. Like I'm like the other day I told her, I was like, I need Botox. I need to do all these things because I can't. Even like, my smile lines, like I don't care about, but in those pictures where I'm really smiling, like where I'm like really happy, I'm like, oh no.
Oh no, you look cute.
But still, I'm like, and I remember that, like, people were like, don't lose too much weight, because then your face, I get, like, stupid comments all the time.
Why do people have to say stupid stuff? I've heard people say, like, when they feel like when they lost weight, they look older in their face area. I don't know if that's what you mean. Like,
yeah. I feel like that because I looked at a picture the other day and my face was a little like, okay, not even like when I was super overweight, when I was like 190, right? Like 195. I was like, I like my face better like that. So it's just, I feel like we're never going to be happy.
Yeah, no, we're not.
Ever. You know?
We're going to keep comparing ourselves to what we used to look like.
Literally, I always feel like that because, someone the other day told me like, your cheeks look really sunken in. And I was like, thanks. Like, it's
they
just
messaged you that, or they told you that in person?
They told me that in person. It was someone at like someone that I know. Like, I don't want to talk about it on here, but someone that I know that told me that, and I was just like, oh, thanks. Like, I didn't even react to it because I was just like irritated by it. I was
They're jealous. They're jealous.
You know? But then it's like when someone has seen you big forever, then it's like it's weird to them. You know what I mean? Whatever. I'm not tripping on it. It's just people are always going to say something. If you're big, if you're skinny, if you're whatever, they're always going to have an opinion, you know?
That's a fact. That's a fact.
So whatever. Someone asked, how was your pain level, like with your incisions and stuff after surgery?
I didn't feel a thing.
You were good?
I was good. The only thing I felt was gas pain, like in my shoulders and my back and my stomach.
Oh, so you did. So I only experienced it in my stomach. So you felt it on, I remember the doctor saying you can feel the pain. You might get pain here and in your back, and that's the gas.
Yeah.
But I didn't. So you did?
Yes, definitely.
And what did you do? Walk, like they told you?
Yeah, definitely walked. I asked for a heating pad. They gave me a heating pad to so I could put on my back, but you only got that in your stomach.
It was my stomach. I did have gas pain, but it was just more in my stomach. And I remember my husband was in the hospital with me, and I was just complaining like, oh, my stomach. And he's like, well, they said to walk. And I was like, shut up. I don't want to walk, okay? But that was the only thing that made me feel better was walking. It was crazy. But I didn't want to walk.
Did it feel like your stomach was just like weighing you down, kind of? Yeah.
It's a really weird feeling, and it's hard to explain, but yeah, it was just like that. And literally the only thing that made me feel better was walking. So, yeah. And I don't know how you were, but like, I didn't want to drink water. Like I was just not feeling anything the first couple of days at all.
Yeah. Drinking felt like very uncomfortable, and it felt like it was burning in my throat.
And it was just kind of sitting there. I remember I was just like, I remember like the first month I was like, I'm never going to eat again. Like how? Because your stomach it's so brand new, and you like feel the restriction, and you're just like, oh my God, you know what I mean? So, but now here I am 13 months post-op, and I can eat pretty freaking normal.
After 1 week, I was like, oh, I want some regular food. Then I think, I forget what it was I had, and I was like, I don't want no regular food. I'll stick with the liquids.
Yeah, but like you said, when I eat a meal, I definitely feel the restriction in a heartbeat. You know what I mean? Like literally in a heartbeat. But snacks all day. I could eat like. Have you had the smart food, the flaming hot smart food popcorn?
No, I saw Leslie posted. I was like, I need to get that.
Do you like hot Cheetos?
Yes, I love any spicy chip.
And you like popcorn?
Yeah, I gotta get it.
I want to tell you get it, but don't get it. No,
you're addicted, right?
You have no idea. Like you have no idea how good they are.
You know what you put me onto?
What?
The popcorners.
Oh yeah, those are good.
I could go through those like quick.
Oh, which ones are your favorite?
I like the they have a spicy flavor.
Yeah, I forget what it's called. I forgot.
Asian chili or something like that.
Yeah, that one, I can't always find that one. That's actually the first flavor I ever tried. The first time I tried the popcorners, we were like at some hotel. And we went into like, they have like a little restaurant, whatever. And that was the first, I was like, what are these? And I ate it and I was like, oh my gosh. But like have you tried the kettle corn ones?
Yeah, the kettle corn ones are good.
Those are so good. And they have those at the Dollar Tree too. Have you seen them there?
No, I didn't see them at,
They have like, it's like the smaller bag, but they have them there. Mine, they do. They have the cheddar one, the white cheddar. And then they have the kettle corn.
I didn't see those.
Dollar Tree is stepping up, like with the.
I'm just trying to tell people, don't sleep on Dollar Tree.
Oh, they have everything. They have so much stuff there. Like it's crazy. Like I'm telling you, you went to Dollar Tree, right, to get when
you posted about the Premier Protein.
It was so funny. My sister-in-law and my husband were there, and she texted me and she was like, "You want to know something funny?" And I was like, "What?" And she's like, "Dollar Tree has protein shakes," and I was like, okay, because I thought like maybe some off-brand protein, right? And then she's like, Premier caramel. Like she sent me a picture, and I was like, what are you talking about? Grab them all. That's so funny because my husband was carrying one thing, and I'm like, how much are they? And she's like, $1 for each. And I started doing the math, and I'm like, no, yeah, I go to Target and it's like $10 for 4 for me.
Exactly. How much is it usually for an 18-pack?
I don't know. I've never bought, because I go to Sam's Club. I don't know if you guys have that over there, but it's like a Costco, and it's for a 12-pack. It's like $18 or something.
Yep. That's how it is here at Sam's Club.
So when you do the math, $1 each, it's a steal. You know what I mean?
That's a meal.
Yeah. So I was like, I have so many right now, and I love the caramel one. And did they only have the caramel at your Dollar Tree?
Yeah, they only had the caramel.
Yeah, they only had the caramel at mine. So I'm like, why is that the only flavor? Which is so weird because it's been kind of hard for me to find caramel lately.
That's what I was thinking. I was like,
Okay,
I hope that they're not
though?
gonna stop. I hope they're not gonna stop the caramel, because I have not seen caramel at Sam's Club in months.
Yeah, me either. And then I looked online the other day and I have like the basic membership and I was like, I'm going to order it. And then like the shipping was insane. And I was like, what? Like it was weird. I don't know. It was
That's
weird.
weird. Yeah, that is weird.
You have to upgrade to the better one to get free shipping or whatever. But it was like an extreme amount of money to ship. Like I was like, what the heck? So then when we found them there, I was so excited because even if I go to like Walgreens and stuff, caramel is always out. Always.
I hope they're not like stop making them or something.
I hope not. I will be so sad. But maybe I should start kind of trying the Quest one so I can be kind of used to it.
The Quest caramel, it's like it tastes, I feel like it's like a stronger caramel taste.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I like them both. Huh?
Is it sweeter?
Exactly. It's like a sweeter caramel.
Yeah, I mean, I don't mind sweet. I know there's some people, what flavor was, no, yeah, I think someone told me that the caramel premier was too sweet. And I was like, oh.
Yeah, I don't think it's the Premier Protein. I love Premier Protein with they have a lot of flavors.
I love the strawberry one, but I get over it. Like I get burnt out of it. The banana, have you tried banana?
Yeah.
So good. What else? Cookies and cream is good.
Cream.
Chocolate is good.
Chocolate is good.
Vanilla's good.
Vanilla.
I always add stuff to it. I can't really eat it by itself. What else do they have? They have a lot.
They have a pumpkin spice.
Peach. Yeah,
the peach is good.
Pumpkin spice is bomb.
It is.
You haven't tried it?
Hmm.
It's like so good. Do it with the coffee.
Okay. Where'd you get it from?
Well, because I'm like what is it called? Ambassador for Premier. So they sent me a thing of them and I haven't been able to find them at the store, but they have them on Amazon.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, get them on Amazon. You have to try it. It's so good.
Some people were saying they were nasty and they weren't like real pumpkin spice flavor.
No, it's not like I like pumpkin, but I don't like overpowering pumpkin.
Okay.
You know what I mean? And then when you mix it with the coffee, it's so good. No, you have to try it. And it's so funny because here it's like 100 degrees. Like last weekend was 115 degrees and I was like with my pumpkin spice and my husband's like, it's not fall yet. I'm like, I don't care. Yeah, it is. It is. And I like decorated my house fall and everything already. So whatever.
Oh, set the vibe.
Right? Whatever. I'm inside. I can put my air on at 60 degrees.
Make it cold inside. Exactly.
I'm like wearing a long sleeve and like black pants and he looked at me and I'm like, I don't go outside. I'm inside my house. So it's fine. Someone asked, what advice would you give to someone that's pre-op? I remember being pre-op and being so like having 10,000 questions and just being like, did you ever like second guess yourself? Like, do I really want to do it? Or were you like, let's go, I'm ready?
I was ready.
Yeah.
I would say just to, trust the process and.
Yes, that's a good one.
Don't rush it.
Yeah.
Yeah, but definitely trust the process because
it's tough.
Yeah, people don't want to go through like the pre-op classes and everything, but it definitely helps you in the end.
Yeah, I know. I've talked to people, like I had some on my channel, like they go and get it in Mexico and stuff. And there's someone that I know, she actually used to work with me. She didn't know that she couldn't drink out of a straw. Like she literally woke up and she was thirsty and she drank out of a straw. And she like was in so much pain. And then the doctor was like, oh no, you're not supposed to drink out of a straw.
So why'd you give me a straw?
Exactly. Like, I'm so confused. Oh my gosh. That brings me up to, so at the hospital, I was, they brought in food. Like, you know how there's like time, like they're bringing dinner or whatever. They brought a full dinner plate in my room. And I was like, I can't eat right now. Like after surgery, they like were bringing me food and they were like, oh, wrong room. And I was like, are you kidding me? I was so pissed because I was nauseous. And oh my God, I remember because I was so nauseous and you could smell the food through the vents and I wanted to die. I was like, no, I could smell like some nasty, hospital food. Ugh.
Yeah.
But I was so mad.
You wouldn't even known that if you didn't go through all that stuff that you needed to know of the day of your surgery.
Oh,
So
what if
somebody
I would
that didn't,
try to eat it?
yeah, somebody who doesn't know that would have ate it and messed their stomach up.
Yeah. So, and I think that's the thing pre-op is I remember me, I was like, I need to get the surgery. I want to get the surgery. I want to get the surgery. Like, that's all you're thinking of, you know? But like you said, it's the process and time will pass by and it's just enjoying it. It's hard. It is hard. What's been the hardest part for you, do you think?
About this whole journey?
Yeah, you're 9 months since.
Just eating the right things and trying to, figure out what works for me. Cause yeah.
Yeah, and it's like, and I'm always changing things up. Because like I said, people, like if I post a protein bar, people will be like, did you look at the sugars on that? Or did you look at the carbs on that? Right. And I'm just like, no. Like I'll look at, my main thing when I look at something is I look at the protein. That's my main thing.
Okay.
And I've started to look at sugars just because it's so weird. The other day when I went to Starbucks, they gave me regular vanilla syrup and not sugar-free syrup. And I took like two gulps, 2 sips, and first like I got a headache and I was like, what the heck? And then I read it and it said vanilla, not sugar-free. And I was like, oh, you know, like what the heck? I didn't know it would like hurt my head, but just things like that. So I am trying to focus more on sugar too. But like I said, like I'm not huge on reading everything like to the T.
Yeah. I remember in the beginning, they told us no more than 10 grams of sugar a day, but I'm sure that changed like once you go on month to month. 10 grams of, no more than 10 grams of sugar a day. I think that was like 1 to 3 months post-op.
Yeah. Dang. I don't know how much. I'm going to pay attention. I think I'm going to start logging food and kind of focusing on that. But because it's
I try to.
So many things have, it's a lot of sugar. And then it's hard too because there's a lot of sugar-free things. And I remember, I mean, I've always heard, you know, all of the fake sugars is worse for you. You know what I mean? So then I'm like, I don't know. It's kind of like,
it's worse for you, and then you do the regular sugar that can make your stomach hurt. You just never know what.
Yeah, because I do a lot of like sugar-free, like the Crystal Light, like, you know, things like that. And then I read up on that and then I'm like, oh crap, like that doesn't look good either, you know? So it's kind of like, it's hard to find the middle.
Yeah.
You know? Yeah. But that's part of the journey is like just, that's kind of where I was going. I totally went off topic, but it's like, I'm always changing it up. So like, if I like a protein bar, the next month you'll see me obsessed with another protein bar. And then like, you know what I mean? Like the popcorners. Have you tried the pop chips? Those are good too.
Yeah, those are good too.
Yeah. So, and now that you brought up the popcorners, now I'm craving them. I haven't had them in so long because I've been hooked on the flaming hot popcorn.
Oh, see, I gotta get it.
It's so good. And they have that one, and then they have a mixed one where it's caramel and crap. What is it? Caramel? Is it cheap? I don't know. It's like a mixed one. It's caramel and something, and it's so good. But it's the same brand. It's super good.
What I had to do with the popcorners is I went on Amazon and I got the ones that are like the little bags.
Yes.
Because the big bags, you know, you'll go through those quick, but a little bag is one serving and, you know, you go back when you want another one.
Yeah. Yeah. But it's so easy. If you have the big bag, you can eat it. I know.
Yep.
For sure. You know what I mean? So someone said, are you happy with your decision?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
No regrets.
Yeah, that's what I say. I say no regrets either. Because people are like, well, tell me the worst thing about it. And I'm like, I think in the beginning it was just like with me, I know that with my emotions and stuff, it used to be like, I'm happy, let's eat. I'm pissed off, let's eat. You know, every emotion was let's eat food. So I think that was the hardest part for me.
I was just talking about me and my friend, we were in college, we would fail a test. Let's go eat to, you know, to make ourselves feel better. We passed the test. Let's go eat and celebrate. Like everything was, let's go eat.
Yes. Isn't that crazy? Like it's such a common thing. And it's I don't know. Like, I knew that it wasn't good, but at the same time, there was always like an excuse, you know, like anything. You go to a wedding, you eat. You go to a funeral, you eat. You go to a party, you eat.
Everything is centered around eating. Yeah.
Dude, it's so crazy. So I think that's been the hardest thing for me is learning how not to do that.
Mm-hmm.
You got it in December?
December
December what?
16th.
So is your family big on Christmas, on holidays, or no?
No.
No, because
No.
like for me, like I got it in August, and then like Thanksgiving came around and Christmas.
Okay.
And it was hard. I think it's gonna be harder for me this year
Mm-hmm.
because I'm gonna see, like, I haven't really been seeing my family a lot because COVID and stuff. But I was just asking my sister, like, do you think we're all gonna get together for holidays? Because my family's huge on holidays, like huge.
Really?
Yeah, like it's crazy. So for Thanksgiving, I'm like, I feel like I'm gonna get kind of like the eyes, like the judgy eyes, you know what I mean? Kind of like, wait a minute, like, why are you eating that? Because I can eat a lot more now. I can eat mashed potatoes. I could eat ham. I can eat stuffing. I know that it won't make me sick. I can eat bread, like, you know? So now it's kind of like dealing with that. Cause I get those looks now sometimes where it's like, you got weight loss surgery and you're eating that, you know? And it's annoying.
Yeah, like I feel like before surgery, it just felt like after surgery, life's gonna be over. You can't enjoy anything. It's gonna be healthy eating for the rest of your life. But you can eat basically whatever you want. So when people say like, oh, it's the easy way out, it's really not. We're doing the same thing as everybody else is
I
doing.
used to think that. I'm telling you, when I had such a bad like idea of weight loss surgery, when I was like, I would never do that,
Mm-hmm.
you know, I thought that. And now that I'm living it, I'm like, it's not easy at all. You still have to put the work in. You still have to do everything, you know? And I feel like when I was losing the weight, yeah, it was hard. But I feel like right now it's so hard because like I get on the scale and I'm 160 and then I'm 160 and I'm 160, like especially because I didn't stall. Every week I'd get on that scale and I would see a drop. So it was very motivating for me because that's what it was happening. Now that there's no movement,
Mm-hmm.
right? It's now I'm kind of like, okay, now I'm maintaining. Now what?
But like you said, loose skin,
Yeah.
that's plays a big part in your weight as well.
Yeah, and that's what I think because like when I said my goal, I said like first I said 150 and then I was like 140. So I feel like my loose skin at least 10 pounds, at least, you know,
Yeah.
like I have loose skin. It's not like a lot, but it is definitely something that I want to fix, you know?
Yeah.
Um, so I think about that too. And sometimes my loose skin, like it gets to me because I work out a lot. Like I put so much into like weight training and everything, and I can do a million sit-ups. I know I'm not going to get a six pack.
Mm-hmm.
It's not going to happen for me, you know? So that really plays a big, it like messes with my mind because I'm like, I know I'm working out so hard and yes, I see results, but I'm not going to see the results that you see on like someone that doesn't have loose skin.
Mm-hmm.
You know?
Loose skin's very, I guess, is very hard to get rid of.
Yeah. Like I don't think I could get rid of, yeah, it just messes with you mentally, I think.
Mm-hmm.
At least for me, that's how it's been. And I'm just like trying to, there's days that I wake up and I still feel like I'm 304 pounds. It's so weird.
Really?
Ah, it's so weird. I wake up and I'm just like, and then I look in the mirror and I'm like, oh, yeah, it's weird. You don't experience that at all?
I feel like I do feel like that. Like I'm way bigger than I think, and then I'll see a picture of myself, and I'm like, is that me?
Yes. Or you see an old picture of you and you're like, that was me.
Yeah, like it looked like I was hiding food in my cheeks.
Oh my God, stop. Oh, I know. I see pictures of me and I always tell my husband, like, how did you not tell me anything? And he was like, I didn't see you that big. Like, he's like, when you post your before and after pictures, I'm like, how was that you a year ago? And I was like, that was me. Definitely
He
me.
loves you.
I know. But it was just like, I would tell him all the time, like, dude, how did you not see me like that? It's so weird. Ugh.
That's amazing though. That's a lot of weight to lose.
I know. Yeah, and like I said, now it's the maintenance, and I feel like now it's a little bit tougher. So we'll see. And and like I feel like doing these, like it keeps me on track, honestly, like doing the podcast and like talking to people, and it like really holds me accountable, because I'm like, there's no way that I can gain weight back. Like I just can't. Especially like thinking about getting pregnant, that terrifies me because of weight gain.
Yeah.
That's a whole
There's some people who don't even like gain weight during their pregnancy, or they'll work out during their pregnancy, and it's not like.
Yeah, I know. It's like, it's just all, I feel like it's just all mental, like it's kind of like you think of like you're gonna gain all this weight, and like you said, I might not, who knows, But I feel like that's just a scary thing when you've been overweight and then you lose weight. It's like a fear, obviously, to go back,
Yep.
So
did your doctor or your program say that you couldn't get pregnant in the first, I think it was the first year
they said honestly, my doctor, like I said, is super strict. He told me 2 years, and I was like,
oh wow.
Yeah. And then but in my book, like my classes, it says 12 to 18 months. But when I asked him, why do you say 2 years, because I wanted to know why, and he was like because at a year mark, you, like, when he told me, he's like, you'll probably be at your goal weight, which I technically am. He's like, but he's like, you're gonna be at maintenance, so now you're learning how to maintain. It's still a very sensitive like time,
Yeah.
And then you get pregnant and you gain weight, and then you're kind of, not that you're going to gain all your weight back, but you're going to gain weight. He's like, at 2 years, I feel like you lost weight, you maintained your weight, and now you're ready. So that was like his little, thing on it. And I understand it now.
Yeah.
There's people, I know people that got pregnant like at 6 months post-op. Yeah, no. And people still lost weight. And he told me, he's like, if you get pregnant like at 6 months, 9 months, you have to be very careful, because you can't eat enough.
Wow.
For your baby, and I know people that had a healthy pregnancy, don't get me wrong. Like I know a couple people that got pregnant after weight loss surgery, like almost right away. But he told me like try to avoid that as much as possible, because that's not the plan,
That's like how I see people 1 month post-op drinking alcohol.
Oh, that was another question. Do you drink alcohol?
I do now, like every once in a while, but not.
Yeah, I'm not big on alcohol either at all, and I didn't till about 9 months, about that time.
Yeah.
And it's fine, but I'm not a huge drinker.
Like a little wine.
Yeah, like literally, I'm not like, drinking a lot. But yeah, I see people that are drinking like 3 months post-op and I'm like, how?
I tried it at 7 months.
And you were fine? You didn't feel anything weird?
I felt like you just need a little bit to start feeling it, but yeah.
Yeah, someone asked that. That's always one of the questions, is alcohol. Because I don't know about you, but in my classes, like I said, my doctor was like, never again. And I was like, okay.
Yeah, no.
Like, all right. But then I like saw people that would drink, but he's just so strict. He was so strict on everything. Like he was like, no alcohol, like you can't get pregnant until you're 2 years, like just like a lot of things. But he wants us to be successful, and
exactly
understand it, and I'm sure he's seen a lot of his patients gain their weight back. So I'm like, I'm that type of person to really try to listen as much as possible, because he told me, he's like, this is a once in a lifetime surgery. You can't gain your weight back and come back to me in 10 years and say, cut my stomach again. He's like, you can't do it.
That makes sense.
Yeah. So I was like, okay, I'm going to listen as best as I can. I still have hot Cheetos, but it's so bad. But yeah.
Sorry. I was going to say, another question that people ask me a lot about is hair loss. Did you experience that?
Yeah, at like 4 months. It was 4 months. I chopped my hair off. I'm like in between a weird, like I like my hair short, but then the other day I was like, should I grow it out again? Like, I don't know. But anyways, yeah, 4 months I started losing hair, and I was so like, it only lasted about a month. And now you can't tell, but like when I straighten my hair and stuff, I have a lot of like regrowth. So I have to put like a lot of stuff in my hair,
Okay.
Yeah, I did.
I don't know, but it's part of it.
Yeah, it's worth it still to
Yeah.
everyone who's.
Yeah, there was someone that told
about
me,
that.
I don't want to get it because of that. And I was like, that's not a reason not to get it.
Yeah,
Like,
that
it will
it's
grow
just
back.
hair.
Yeah, it'll grow back, you know? That doesn't even compare to like all the positives. Like when you write a pros and cons list of the surgery, the pros list is like this and the cons list is like, you know,
I think I have like one con,
which is
sometimes I just want to eat more. Like I like when you eat and you're like, oh, I really want to finish that.
like before, huh?
Yeah. But
I know.
I would say that's the only like con.
The other day I had yesterday, no, 2 days ago, I went to Starbucks and I'm dumb because I got the Profi that I wanted and then I got a bagel. I didn't need a bagel. I was craving it. And I ate half of a bagel and I put cream cheese on it. I ate half of it and I felt it sitting right here. And
Oh,
I can eat a bagel. Have you eaten a bagel since surgery? Do you like bagels?
No, I like bagels. I don't think I have one yet.
Yeah, and like I don't know, but like bagels, you know that they expand in your stomach. Did you know that?
Oh, yeah, I heard bread expands in your stomach.
Yeah, but like a bagel more because there's water. It's like water. I don't know. I don't know something about it, and it expands. And I ate half of the bagel, and I literally felt it just sitting right here, and I was like, And I immediately regretted it. I was like, crap, why did I do that?
Yeah.
You know, like it's annoying, and then I couldn't really drink my coffee. Like my coffee got all watered down because I literally couldn't drink it for like another 30 minutes.
Yeah.
So like you said, it's just like the thought of what you used to do and then you're trying to do it again. And it's like, you can't do that. You know?
Yeah, the eating and the drinking at the same time.
Do you do that? Do you eat and drink or no?
It hurts.
Yeah, I don't do it. I don't do it. The other day I was eating like tuna and I put like hot sauce on it and I took like a sip, but that's it. But like, I don't do it at all.
Yeah, like a little sip, but.
Yeah, no, I'm scared because they're like, that's the way you expand your stomach again. And it's painful. It is for me. So yeah, we can talk so much more. Trust me, these podcasts, I'm always like, they can go on for so long. Is there anything else you want to add?
Wait. I think we talked about everything.
I know, there's so much. I'm telling you, I can go on and on. I talk so much.
Oh, I did have a question.
What's up?
When did you stop taking your chewable vitamins?
I still do them.
Oh, okay.
Which ones do you take?
The berry melts, calcium citrate, and then I do the Flintstone vitamins.
Do you? Yeah, I do. From the Bariatric Advantage. Did you ever eat those or take those?
No, I wanted to try those.
So the only reason I did that was because in my classes, like they came out to my class and like we're talking about it and showing us comparisons to other ones and blah blah blah. It is pricier, it's expensive.
Yeah.
But I just did it just because that was a recommendation. But when I compare them to other ones, they are better. I do the chewable ones. They're not like actually chewable, like they kind of melt. They're big, they're like big ones, but they melt, like you put it in your mouth and it melts. And then I did that up to 3 months. And then I tried to do like the ones you just swallowed and it actually made me super nauseous. So I didn't do it again. And I went back. I should try it now, but I feel like once you have a bad experience, you don't want to do it again, you know?
Yeah, I tried the regular ones too. And they're like huge and you need like 2 of them 3 times a day. I was like,
Yeah, the ones that I do, it's twice a day. It's morning and night, obviously. And then the calciums, they have the calcium chews, which they have different flavors. In the Bariatric Advantage one, they have like a caramel. They have like mixed fruit. They have a lot of different. I do the caramel ones. They're pretty good. And those are 3 times a day. But it just gets difficult because you can't have your calcium and your multi at the same time.
Yeah. Okay, so you do it 2 hours. Or do you do all of them at one time or are you doing 2 hours, 2 hours, 2 hours?
You can't, like the calcium, they have to be separated. And then like, yeah, you can't have your multivitamin, your calcium at the same time because they said it like cancels out or something. I don't know. I don't know the science behind that, but it's annoying because like I have my alarms and stuff and it's a full-time job trying to take your vitamins, honestly.
Yeah.
I know.
My alarm is set for 2 hours, then 2 hours.
Yeah, I know.
Every
but
2 hours I'm taking a vitamin.
Yeah, I feel it though. Like I've gone like a week without taking my vitamins one time, and it's honestly just because I was being lazy, and I felt it completely in my energy level. I don't know about you. Do you feel it? Like when you
I don't go without taking them.
that's don't
Yeah.
if I've like I get up and I'm like lightheaded and my husband's like, did you take your vitamins? And I was like, and he was like, that's why, you know. But yeah, because I remember have you gotten blood work done recently?
No, I was just about to ask you about your iron and everything.
Yeah, so because mine was a year. Wait, when did I get it? I think 3 months and then 6 months. One of them, I think it was my 6 months blood work that didn't come back that good. And then because I was not really doing my vitamins like to the T,
Okay.
you know, and then I was like, all right, let's do it, because then my next one was at 9 months. And when I got my 9 month blood work, it was really good.
Okay.
But it's funny because there's things that are higher than they're supposed to be. But my doctor was like, which ones are you taking? And she knows that I got surgery, like my primary doctor. And then she was like, oh, okay, then the levels are fine. And she's like, it's just with those bariatric pills, they will push you up a little bit, but it's nothing to be concerned about. Because my iron was low.
Your what?
My iron.
Oh, after 6 months, I think when I did blood work, my vitamin A was low.
Mine too. I'm lying. Vitamin A, it affects your vision. Did you know that?
No, it
Yeah,
does.
vitamin A. I got scared, and you just reminded me. Vitamin A is I'm looking it up because I want to make sure that I'm saying the right thing. Whatever vitamin that I was low on. Hold on. I think it was vitamin A though. It affects your vision and your reproductive system. So when I
Oh.
read that, I was like, wait, what? You know? And I had to take, yeah, it's vitamin A. I was low on that. And then I was fine. As soon as I like got on my multivitamin game, then I was fine. But yeah, that was low. And they were kind of concerned about it because yeah, it's your vision. I already have bad vision. I wear contacts.
Me
But
too.
they were like, you can't, they're like, it's not a joke. What they told you I remember in my pre-op classes, they were like, this is for life. Like you can't, you know? Yeah, vision and reproductive system. So then I was like, I can't just be taking, just because I'm lazy, I ignore my alarm. My alarm's going off. I just don't want to get up from the couch or whatever, you
And
know?
it's so simple to just take a quick vitamin, but
Exactly.
it just seems like a lot.
It's so simple and it doesn't make me nauseous or anything. So it's not like I'm forcing myself like, it's just I'm just being lazy. That's all it is.
Can you send me a picture when you get a chance of
Yeah.
your vitamins?
Yeah, I like it. They have a mixed fruit one and they have the strawberry. The strawberry ones for some reason are nasty. I've always done the mixed fruit ones, but and I haven't really changed them up because they work, you know, and they're not nasty, but they're not like, it kind of leaves like a bad aftertaste. But like I said, they've helped me with the way I feel. And when I get my blood work done, it comes back awesome. And there's a lot of different vitamins. Like I follow so many people that take a bunch of other things. And like I said, I haven't really experimented with different ones, but you know, like I said, if something works, I don't change it up because
Exactly.
like, it works for me, you know?
I started taking biotin as well along with my vitamins. So, I know a lot of people take biotin. Have you ever?
No, I haven't. I haven't taken anything but the multivitamin and my calcium. And those are the only two things. But yeah, a lot of people start adding, like even people when they start trying to get pregnant too, like after surgery, they start taking a prenatal. But I asked my doctor and they were like, your multivitamin is like giving you everything you need. Like there's really no need for something extra unless your doctor tells you, of course, you know, but they basically told me like it has so many different things in that one multivitamin that you don't really need to like double up on anything. Like it's kind of defeating the purpose. So I was like, okay.
And your multivitamins from Bariatric Advantage as well?
It's a Bariatric Advantage one. And it's like a 30 pack. It's like a month supply. And are a little expensive, but like I said, if it does a trick, it does a trick. You know what I mean? We can't be on it.
That's what my program was telling us too, was Bariatric Advantage, but I never got them. They have them on Amazon too, I think.
Do they? Because I ordered them straight from their website.
If we're talking about this, is it in a bag?
The calcium ones are, see, they're $37.
But oh, it's 60 tablets because it's twice a day. So they look like this. I don't know if you're gonna be able to see it. Can you see it?
Yeah.
Canceling out.
I've seen those on Amazon.
Yeah, so it's like that, and then the calcium comes in a baggie. So that's the multivitamin, and then the calcium ones. But yeah, like I said, the only reason I went with this brand was because that's what my when I was in the classes, that's what they recommended. So I was just like, let me do it, you know. And they have a lot. I didn't even know that they have like protein shakes, and like the other day I was looking through it. But yeah, the one that I was taking was the that I tried to take was the ultra multivitamin with iron because I was low on iron, and that's the one that made me sick.
Okay.
And it's cheaper. It's $22 for 90. So it's like $15, well, like $13 cheaper. But I don't know if it'll be different now because I'm 13 months post-op, but when I was around 4 months, oh my God. I was at work, and as soon as I took it, I like had to run to the bathroom. Like legit, I was running because I was.
Are you serious?
Yeah, I threw up. So that was the second time I threw up. So the water situation and that I forgot.
And what is it called? The one that made you sick?
It's a multivitamin with iron, but those are the ones you swallow. So the ones,
okay.
I'll send them to you. I'll screenshot and send them to you. But yeah, this one's a chewable mixed fruit.
Okay.
But yeah, the vitamins are so important. That's such an important part of getting surgery because we can't get all those, you know, like nutrition or whatever nutrients through food. I feel like I can now because I can eat more, but probably not. Like when I eat, do you eat fruit? Like, yeah. See, someone even told me the other day, like, I don't eat fruit because it has sugar. And I'm like, see, it's fruit. Like, I get it.
You can't be that strict.
That's what I'm saying. Like, it's fruit. Like, are you kidding? I'm eating fruit. I'm not gonna not eat fruit. Watermelon is my favorite right now.
Yes, me too.
Watermelon is my favorite. Like cucumber, I love cucumber, but I noticed that I have to chew it a lot more because the other day I cut it up and I chewed it, but not really. And I felt it kind of, again, sitting right here. But watermelon kind of melts in your mouth. So it just goes down smooth, you know, and it has more water. So it helps. Do you drink a lot of water? It's hard.
It's definitely hard because you can't chug it like you used to. So it's like you're going slow with it. I don't drink as much as I should.
It's hard. That was something that was hard for me. Like now I can drink. It's so funny because I realized with me, it's 3 gulps. When I tried the 4th gulp, and it's like small ones, not like, you know, big gulps. The 4th one, I kind of feel, not that I'm going to throw up, but I kind of just feel it sitting here. So you're like 1, 2, 3, stop. 1, 2, 3, stop. Like that's my little thing. And I don't push it because I'm like, you know.
And then you wait the full 30 minutes after you eat.
Yeah. Well, what my doctor told me is 15 minutes before you eat and 30 minutes after.
That's what my doctor told me as well, but I just been going 30 because I forgot which way it was supposed to go.
Yeah, and I hear a lot of people say 30-30, and it's easier to remember that way. But yeah, my doctor said technically like 15 before, 30 after. And I really try to do that. I do. I try my best because I mean I'm full. After I eat a meal, I don't want to even look at water because I'm so full. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I agree.
So with snacking, I could drink water, which is kind of bad, you know.
The snacking is the worst. I
know, and I want to tell you to go to Target and buy the the flaming hot popcorn right now.
Oh, I'm getting it. I'm going to get it.
I'm telling you, you're gonna buy it, and you're gonna just keep buying it and keep buying it. It's so good. It's so good. I told Leslie
everything that I've gotten because of you, I've gotten addicted to.
It's so good, and like I said, it's because I try different things all the time. There's things that I've tried that I was like, ugh, I don't like that, you know. But yeah, the Chobani yogurt is the bomb. Tried the Yazo, the Yazo ice cream.
I didn't try those yet. Those are at Target?
Yes, it's so good. Are you joking? I like it better than Halo Top. I was about Halo Top for a while.
I love Halo Top.
But the Yazo, it's like the bars, and they're like a big size, and they're like 100 calories. But the first one I ever tried was the fudge, just plain fudge, and it was so good. And I was like, okay, let me try the other ones. And now I'm obsessed with all of them. They're so good.
But the fudge is kind of like the fudgesicles.
Yeah, it tastes exactly like it.
I love fudgesicles.
It's so good, but now they have like, so mint, I love mint ice cream, and they have a mint one that's super good, and now they have chocolate covered. So they're, instead of 100, they're 150 calories, but they're worth it. I don't care. They're so good. They have them at Target. Yeah.
Okay, I gotta
You
go
need
to
to get I keep saying hot Cheeto because it's like my replacement of hot Cheeto.
Flamin' hot
Flamin'
popcorn.
hot, yeah, Smart Food popcorn. It's a black bag. And then the Yazo. Those two things you definitely need to get. I always have it, and I'm out of both right now, and it's Friday, so I'm gonna go to Target right now.
Yeah. You gotta re-up for next week.
And it's so funny because I have my little brother over right now for the week, and like he's in middle school, but he's always like, you have all the healthy stuff, but everything's good. I'm like, yeah, you see, like he jacked all my yogurt all week.
Oh, no.
Yes, and I bought a bunch of different ones, like, because I always like to try different ones. So I bought like a lemon one. It was super good. There was like a peanut butter cup one. I haven't found a pumpkin one. Do they have a pumpkin for Chobani?
I haven't seen pumpkin.
And then when Christmas comes around, I love peppermint.
You do?
I love peppermint. Yes. You don't like peppermint stuff?
No, I do, but I don't love it.
Oh no, I love it. Like I have a sugar-free syrup, a peppermint one, and I put that instead of pumpkin. Like, and it's so good.
I'm more with the pumpkin. I love pumpkin spice.
I'm so like cheesy. I'm like so about like the holidays, like pumpkin and then peppermint. I get so excited about it. But yeah, I wanna find a pumpkin yogurt because I like them. They're so good.
I just saw a pumpkin. Do you guys have Trader Joe's over there?
Yeah, and honestly, I don't even go a lot, but they have a lot of stuff, huh?
They have a lot of stuff. They had. I saw someone post today a pumpkin spice protein shake.
Really? Is it Trader Joe's brand?
Trader Joe's brand.
It must be good, huh? The Premier one's bomb. That's something else you have to get too. The Premier.
Yeah, I have to get that.
It's really good. It's really good. But I'm open to trying new things, I guess. I'm so picky, but I mean, yeah, I'm always trying new things. But like with my shakes, I'm just so special. Like with my Premier.
I feel like Premier is like, it doesn't give you that chalky taste like a lot of protein shakes do.
Yes, and that's what I say, like, because when people ask me like, why do you only do Premier, and I'm like, look, if there's a brand that you want me to try, I'll try it. But I really love the Premier. I love that it's not so heavy on my stomach. Like have you ever done Herbalife? Like, have you ever tried the Herbalife shakes?
A long time ago.
Yeah, like it was really big for some time. And I do Herbalife, like I do their aloe, like in the morning, I do an aloe and I do their collagen. And it's super good. Like it's really helped with my stomach. For a while, I was struggling with like using the restroom, and that really helped me.
Oh, okay. Got you.
Yeah, I think I was around like 7 months post-op when it started. I think it was because of a big amount of protein that I was eating, you know?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, I need to do something. And it really helped me. But the shakes I don't do, because it comes in like it's like the container, right? And you have to like put it in the blender and all that. And I hate doing all that. But it comes out like a milkshake. And I just felt like it took me so long to drink, and then it was heavier versus Premier. It's more watery, right?
Okay, got it. Yeah.
So it doesn't make me feel like that.
Yeah, because when it's thicker, like when I do like smoothies, it takes you a lot longer to drink it.
Yeah, but it does keep me fuller longer, I guess.
Yeah.
But still, I'm just obsessed with Premier. Like, I really am. And it's so funny because before, like, I would always try to lose weight with them. And I was like, oh, they're so nasty. It's just different now. Like, do you feel like your taste buds changed a little bit after surgery?
Yeah, everything's sweet to me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I remember like things that I used to be like, oh my gosh, there's no flavor. Now I'm like, oh my gosh, it's so sweet. Like, so my sister makes fun of me all the time. She's like, I made her go get me my Starbucks because she was coming to pick up something from my house. And I was like, order my Starbucks, but call me on FaceTime because I want to hear you. Because she makes fun of me all the time. Because I'm like, 3 shots of espresso over ice with sugar.
Oh, you're one of those.
And she clowns on me. Like, she's always laughing. And I'm like, put it on speaker because I want to hear you. And she was like, that was so awkward.
And I was like, I know. But I always go to the same one, so they're already used to me. But she went to a different one, and they were like questioning her, like, wait, what? You want it in a Trenta cup? You want this and that? Like, it was
I don't know how to order Starbucks like a professional.
It was so funny. And they always make fun of me. And I'm just like, whatever, you guys are haters. Because she doesn't drink caffeine. So.
Oh, she doesn't.
No, she doesn't like caffeine. Like, she says that it just makes her jittery. She just doesn't. I don't know. I think I drink too much caffeine.
Yeah.
But whatever, it is what it is. It gets me through my day. Like, I just had one right now, and I could probably still go to sleep like normal.
I was gonna ask you, how are you drinking that this late?
I know. I mean, it's super late for you. I'm keeping you up. What
time
it's
is
like
it?
11?
Yeah.
It's 11 or 12?
It's 10:47, almost 11.
Okay, I can't do math. I'm like 11. No, it's Friday, so I don't really have to get up for anything tomorrow, so it's fine. And then, like, my husband doesn't get home till 11. I'm usually dead asleep because I go work out at 5 in the morning. So it's, like, horrible. I know, it's horrible. It's so bad.
5 a.m.
But, like, I like to work out in the morning versus after work. I have no energy after work.
So you do 5 a.m. What time do you go to work?
Well, right now, because I'm working from home, I clock in. I've been clocking in really early, like 6:30, because I'm helping my brother with school. So my boss has been super cool, and she's letting me like kind of have like a split shift, so I can help him from like 8:30 to 12.
Oh, okay, that's cool.
It's been work. Yeah, I'm super blessed right now, so I'm just taking advantage of it as long as I can help him, you know. But like my day is like starts at like 5 a.m. at like 4:45 because I have to be there at 5 a.m. And then like, and so by like 9 o'clock, I'm done.
I wouldn't want to work out late after work either.
Because I get off of work at like 6. Like I'm technically done, but like I'm exhausted from sitting in front of a computer all day. I feel like I'm more burnt out. Like my head hurts and I'm like, oh, you know?
Yeah, being on your computer or your phone all day, it does make your eyes tired.
Like a different type of tired, you know?
Yeah.
But yeah, so I'm gonna go to Target. So it's closed over there. So you're gonna go in the morning?
Oh yeah, I'll probably go tomorrow.
It's closed. So
tomorrow or Monday.
Tag me when you're eating that popcorn because you're gonna be obsessed. You're gonna be obsessed with it. I promise you. But
no, I'm definitely gonna go. I already have a list for Target, so I'll add that.
And the Yazoo. So get both.
Yeah, the Yazoo.
What's your favorite ice cream? Like, what's your favorite ice cream?
I like the Halo Top. I really like the Halo Top strawberry cheesecake, but is it cheesecake? I think it's strawberry cheesecake, but they don't make. I think it's seasonal.
Yeah, because I was like, wait, I'm thinking Yazoo doesn't have a strawberry flavor. That's weird. I never noticed that.
They don't in the popsicle?
Uh-uh.
Mine is Halo Top strawberry cheesecake.
No, it's good. What's your favorite, like, regular ice cream? Like, regular ice cream. Not yogurt.
I don't have a favorite ice cream.
They do have it, but I've never seen it.
Oh, you know what else I like? The Skinny Cow ice cream bars.
What flavor?
They're like ice cream sandwiches, like the chocolate with the vanilla inside. Have you tried those?
Yeah, I have. They're
those
good. I just went on the Yazoo website and I got so excited because they just put pumpkin cheesecake and then peppermint crunch and sugar cookie.
Oh, that's right up your alley.
Okay, seriously? Like, when are they? I was like,
better find a store locator.
Yeah, it's cool because Yazoo does it where if you put your zip code, it pops up because not all the stores have all the flavors. So if you put your zip code, it will show you which stores carry which flavor.
Oh, okay.
I need to go find those pumpkin ones.
Yeah, that pumpkin sounds good.
That pumpkin cheesecake. Yeah, I'm gonna look it up right now. But okay. Well, thank you for chatting with me for what, 2 hours?
Thank you for having me.
Yeah, and I'll post it next week. I always try to do it ahead of time because then I'll follow time. But thank you.
Wait. I wanted to put it on Instagram.
Yeah, put it. What are we gonna do? Take a selfie?
Yeah, we can take a selfie.
Okay.
Should I do a boomerang or a selfie?
Whatever.
Okay. Wait, I'll do a boomerang.
Tell me when.
Okay, go. Oh, that was cute. Okay, I got it.
Okay, cool. All right, well, have a good night. It's already late over there. I'm like exhausted and it's not even 8. Like,
Yeah, go get your rest.
All right, then. Have a good night.
You too. Talk to you on Insta.
Thank you guys so much for watching. If you are still here, you watch 2 hours or you fast forward. But anyways, thank you guys so much for the love constantly on Wednesdays. I love making these podcasts. It's just, I'm building such good relationships with so many different people, and we're all going through the same thing, but in our own way. So it's such a beautiful thing to just share our journey and being able to share our journey on YouTube. Amber, thank you so much for being part of my podcast. It was so much fun. Thank you for staying up late after your busy week. It means so much to me. And thank you guys for watching every single week. Again, it is so much fun to do these and I enjoy them so much, you guys. So if you guys haven't yet, subscribe. Please subscribe, like this video, comment down below, and I will see you guys on my next video. You guys have a beautiful rest of your week. Bye.